Welcome, beautiful Sagittarius. I hope you all are doing great today, and welcome to your reading for the last week of September. Where's this month gone? So I'm going to pull these cards by feel, and again, I've got the Starseed cards that you all love, and I'm going to clarify with some regular tarot cards, and we're going to get lots of messages today for the end of September and going into the 1st of October. So I'm recording this on the 23rd of September, and I'm really curious what might happen today. The energy has felt like very much of a shift to me. I woke up this morning like with a lot of actually feelings of anxiety over this shift, and I noticed last night the moon was in the same spot last night at about 9 p.m. Eastern as it was at 12 noon the day before, the exact same spot in the sky. That's not even possible. So I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on, but there's some really unusual energy on planet Earth right now. So star seeds, let's see what's coming up. So Sagittarius, let's see what's coming up here, okay? I'm pulling these by feel, and that way I can feel the energy, which is really charged up, by the way, for all of you. And let's see, and I'm really happy to have you guys here, by the way. Thanks so much for all of your support and all of your amazing comments on the videos. And I'm glad that you're enjoying the deeper look into Sagittarius and who Sag really is, you know. All the signs are very unique, and Sagittarius is very unique. And I know that I have a lot of enlightened Sagittarius watching this channel, and I love you guys. So thanks for coming in. So let's turn this first group over and see what they have to say, Sag, and then we'll get more details. So I always ask people watch to the end to avoid any misunderstandings, okay? So here we go. I've got just so many goosebumps already, which is alignment with spirit, alignment with the truth, okay? So our first card up today is You're Not Alone. You might be feeling alone, but you're not alone. And this is about maybe feeling isolated, physical connection missing, community missing, maybe you need more community, physical connection, and things like that. This is about you making a connection with your higher self. Hope you can see that. This is about you connecting with spirit. This is about you being in that higher dimension, that higher calling, literally in the portal that is shown here. But what's really significant right now, Sag, is you may be feeling really isolated. You may be feeling like there's just nobody that gets it except you. And you don't have anybody to really talk to about this. And I'm just feeling like there's, there's a smaller group of Sag that come on to this channel, I think, than a lot of the channels overall. And this is the thing about ascension, and this is about enlightenment. And there's a smaller group, there is. And there are less people, I think, in some ways to connect with. So this is about connecting to your higher self. And they are acknowledging that feeling of being isolated at this time. Okay, this is about being cracked open. This is your conflict card, and this is hitting rock bottom, surrendering to the alchemy of life. Okay, so this might be causing a conflict for some of you, Sag, at this time, is feeling like you've just hit rock bottom and you've had enough of this isolation, you've had enough of this earth plane, and you want to go home. I mean, that's really what I get here. But let's see where this is going, okay? The great severing, there's Mars energy. There might be anger, conflict, and it's a message to soften to love, okay? This might be something some of you have been thinking about. I feel like this is a message that's already been in your head. This is something that maybe you've heard this message other places recently. Soften to love, okay? Now, deeper down in this energy of yours, I've got activated earth, power places, ley lines, and trust where you are being led. Whoops, I dropped the card. That's interesting. Earth energy. Huh. Okay. So it flew right out of my hand, or I dropped it. And this is what's grounding in your energy at this time. You may have ley lines in your house. You may be on a ley line, which can be good, can not be. If you're feeling like you can't sleep and stuff, you might want to move your bed to the left or the right a hair. You know, you can only have to move it like 6 inches, I think, to get off of a ley line. And it could also be that you're just feeling like you're just, I don't know, out of place, and you want to go somewhere else. And it's saying follow where you're being led, to trust those inner inclinations, trust what your guides are showing you, okay? I'm not sure why that card hit the floor. It's odd, isn't it? Funny things happen in these Sag readings. I would be curious to hear your comments on that. Okay, so this is also representing your energy. This is, you have a double mission, and I know a lot of you are going to understand that. This is about being a light worker, starseed. Serve the world by being you. And this is very much your double mission. You're an earthling and you're a starseed. So you're supposed to be bringing your light. And just by being here, you are bringing your light, Sag. You are. Just by being born here, okay? Just by coming into this energy. And I know sometimes it's very isolating for starseeds and empaths. It's very like, where are the others? And you know, the thing is, light workers aren't all in one community. Usually they're spread all around the world, and sometimes they're planted, their seeds of light are there to be planted in places that aren't always the best. Not always, but a lot of times star seeds find themselves in areas of disaster, or where some natural disaster has happened and that kind of thing. And sometimes people are, why do I end up there? I'm doing on my spiritual path. I'm doing all these things that I think are right, and yet I lined right up with the earthquake, or I lined up with, you know, some explosion or whatever. It's because you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be there to be bringing your light to the other people going through those things, as hard as that is. So here's your double mission, okay? So Sag, the seas of Mintaka. This is seeing your potential and bringing your unconsciousness to light. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, this is coming up in your near future, that you are going to be really seeing all of your potential. I think you have grown so much, you don't even know what your potential is right now. You know, Sag has really gone through a whole lot of growth experiences. You know, cleared a lot of karma, gotten rid of karma, worked things out, gone to the next level. You're on that ascension path really strongly. And this is very much about catching up with your own potential. It's like what your potential was 10 years ago was very different from what it is now. And I feel like for a lot of you, people are seeing that in you. Some of you may have gone through recently this situation of friends leaving your life, people leaving your life, situations, jobs leaving your life. There may have been a big switch, you know, a big turnover in things that are happening to you. And a lot of that is because you aren't the same person you were 5 years ago or 10 years ago. You have upgraded your energy so much that it's like you no longer align with some of these people that you were around 5 years ago or 10 years ago or however long ago. So you may be seeing some friendships really changing, you know, new people coming in, old people leaving, that kind of thing, kind of a natural cycle, a natural conclusion, okay? This next one is the 7 Star Sisters, and this again is coming up in your future. This is coming up sometime in October, according to how the cards are laid out. This is the 7 Star Sisters, bringing creations, the tapestry of life, and expression. So lots of people who are coming in who I just said, like, people from 5 or 10 years ago are leaving your life and new people are coming in. Here they are, 7 Star Sisters. And that means people who are also star seeds, people who are also empaths, that sort of thing, people who are on their spiritual path and really understand these sorts of things, these people are coming in. So again, your potential, who you are, has changed. You've been on this big upgrade of energy, and I know you feel it. And you're bringing in more star sisters, okay, or brothers, depending on, take it as it resonates. I'm just reading the cards as they come up, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Really interesting, Sag. You're going to be bringing in a lot of enlightened other star beings, and you'll recognize them. You'll recognize their eyes. You'll recognize their voice. You'll just recognize their vibration. Because I know, Sag, of all the signs, you guys are the psychics. I know when you all come into my readings, I know I'm talking to a lot of other psychics and empaths and starseeds and, a lot of really special abilities with a lot of you. So I know you get this, and you're going to be connecting with more people like yourself in October. That's a welcome thing, right? Okay. This is the inner earth, and yeah, this says you'll survive this. Okay. New solutions and beginnings. You will survive this, Sag. Okay. I know sometimes it doesn't feel like it, and I don't know, but I'm feeling like this energy might get a little bit rough. I've been feeling it kind of like there's going to be a lot of other shifts. I mean, you're feeling a shift within yourself, and we're like this smaller microcosm of what everything else that's going on, and everything's going to shift around us too. Like I mentioned the moon, like what's happening with the moon? It's shifted. Other people mention it too, so I know I'm not crazy, and I keep up with, I'm a real sky watcher, and I know where things usually are, and it was in a weird place this week for sure, because I really paid attention. So, okay, let's keep going. Everything's moving and shifting, Sag. So there we go. So let's get some more clarification. This was our, again, we've got this dual purpose going on. So this was our starseed reading. Now I'm going to go to the more earthling information, and we'll see how it all fits together, okay? So looking into Sag energy, a lot of energy here, Sag. So let's get some clarification on these shifts that are coming up. For one thing, boy, as I'm pulling this, I just got to stop for a second. As I'm pulling this, I'm getting all these visions, and I'm getting these visions of all these astral places. You all might be really doing a lot of astral traveling in your dream life, because I can see already that you're going to places that are sort of Earth-like, but it's not Earth, I feel like you're seeing bodies of water that are like clear blue, and you can just see the bottom, but it's like natural water. It might look like pool water, but it's not pool. It's not a man-made pool. I'm seeing buildings and cities and lots of different things, nature, lots of things where you're visiting in your dreams. I just got this huge vision for a lot of you. Like, you're already in between worlds, Sag. You are. You're already in between worlds. You always have been, but more so now because this shift is coming up. Oh, I can't wait to see what these cards say. So again, I'm looking at the more earthy side of this for you, and let's see if we can put all this together, okay? And this one, okay. All right, this is fun, Sag. Let's see what's coming up here. Wow, it's really good. Okay, it's really, really good. So I want to say, first of all, I feel like some of you are really holding on to resources right now. This is resource guarding, okay? I've gone to the Wise Dog Tarot because, as you can see, I love dogs. So this is about you holding on to resources, and something that you'll probably want to do in October is kind of guard what's important to you. Okay, guarding your resources and holding on to things that you need, maybe saving money, those kinds of things. Okay. Let's see. I'm asking the guides where I should start here. Around your energy right now, there's the Hermit. Okay, there's definitely the Hermit, and that's kind of like that isolation card that I pulled earlier. A lot of you really feeling alone and isolated right now, I think, from what this is showing me. Okay, and underneath you've got Strength in Reserve. This is the Nine of Wands and the Hermit card. So it's like you're feeling alone, but still you've got enough strength in reserve to keep going forward on your earth path. Okay, because we're looking at your earth path right now. So never fear. You've got strength in reserve here. Okay, Sag. Now, some of you, there's a Page of Pentacles here, and it is in the challenge position. This is your challenge card. Page of Pentacles can be a small amount of money coming to you, a sum of money. It can also be somebody who's studious or a student, that kind of thing. Okay, money, business. Pentacles always represents money, cards, things like that. But this one did come up upside down, so I feel like you might have received some news you didn't really like regarding money and business and sums of money. There might be something there that is going to be a challenge or was a disappointment for some of you and that kind of thing. Okay, we'll see if we can get some more on that, because it's kind of like, I kind of get a a disappointment, a feeling of disappointment about money in some way. Now, the first card that came up most significant about your earth path is this Page of Cups. It also came up reversed. So this Page of Cups is telling me there's somebody who in your life that is or was currently, probably is currently, that I'm getting is potentially younger, potentially immature, if not younger. And I feel like this is somebody who either wanted you to take care of them, like in a childlike sort of way. There's a lot of childishness, that's connected with Page of Cups. Now, that's for some of you. For some of you, this can be new romance. This can be, like a message of love. This can be somebody coming in that wants to connect with you, like new feelings of love, new feelings of attraction, and things like that. So let me look at the rest of the cards and I'll get more on this, but this seems very significant at this time. Now, it came up upside down. So for some of you, this can represent somebody with a narcissistic energy or somebody who's kind of self-centered, self-absorbed, like playing the take care of poor me kind of card and that kind of thing. There's something there about this energy being a little off. That's why I didn't immediately read it as love coming in, because I think for some of you, my earring just fell off. That's strange. That's very strange. Things are happening here, Sag. First the card falls on the floor, now my earring's falling off. Okay. And this is somebody who is trying to get your attention. This Page of Cups reversed. I'm definitely going to get more on that. So hang in here with me. We'll see what else comes up, Sag, okay? Now, some of you may be feeling like you need more strength. This is the Strength card. And again, we had the Strength in Reserve card earlier showing up in your energy. And some of you might have, caught a cold, or some of you may be fighting off something, new germs flying around, that kind of thing. And feeling like maybe you're feeling a little bit tired, like this upgrade of energy might be taking a little more out of you than you realized, especially those of you on the East Coast, because there's a storm that came through today while I'm recording this for you. And those weather systems for you weather empaths, that can be challenging. It definitely can be hard on your body. So here we've got a lot of pages here. We've got Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and now we got Page of Wands. Somebody's trying to send you a message, Sag. Somebody's really trying to get your attention. Page of Wands is somebody who wants to connect with you. Somebody who really has a message. Sometimes it is a message of somebody who's really into you. Somebody that feels passionate about you. Sometimes that fiery Wands energy can go in that direction. And here we've got the Four of Wands. So these are sort of side by side. And, you know, the Four of Wands has to do sometimes with marriage. So this could be, for some of you, somebody who's coming in wanting a committed relationship with you. And it's funny because I don't see relationships around Sag a lot. Sag has had a hard time with relationships, you know, especially those of you who are star seeds. It's been hard to connect with these earthlings. You know, I know it has been for a lot of you. You know, you're trying to find another star seed and they're few and far between. You know, a lot of times it's, you know, I know some of you have been lucky and done that, but not all Sag has. So here we've got a safe haven, potentially, a committed relationship, putting down roots. This is a super happy family card. This is Four of Wands, right next to Page of Wands, okay? Again, for a lot of you, this Page of Wands did come up upside down, so it could be an unwelcome message. But still, there's this happy Four of Wands energy that came up in your more extended future. So I would say October, November, December, somewhere in that time frame, even though I'm doing this particular reading for the last week of September, okay, this is definitely coming up over the next 3 months is what I'm feeling for you, okay? So Four of Wands energy, which is really, really good. Now, the final outcome here, no, sorry, I told you about this Four of Wands energy, holding on to your resources. The final outcome here, Sag, is this beautiful Ten of Cups energy, okay? Ten of Cups is joy and happiness and bliss and family, having this just rainbow over your existence, you know. Doesn't get any better than Ten of Cups, really, especially if you're looking for love and relationship, or you want to be in a specific, you know, kind of relationship, if you want to be married or you want something that's lasting and that kind of thing. 10 of Cups is it, okay? So this is final outcome. This is where you're headed. Now, for some of you, if you're on that spiritual path and you're not interested in relationship, this is another card that would represent ascension. This is you connecting and having all that joy and bliss with spirit as well, okay? Have you guys ever meditated, and while you're in that meditation, you start to get this feeling of just this overwhelming love that just pours over you and through you, and it's coming from spirit, it's coming from God, it's coming from the universe, and you just don't want to come out of that meditation? For a lot of you, this represents that, okay? Just this overwhelming joy and love. Now, I want to go back and ask about this Page of Cups real quick for you, Sag, okay? This is getting a little bit longer than I meant for it to, but I think you'll want to know about this, okay? So I want to ask about the upside down. What's that Page of Cups about? Because it is sort of significant on your earth path, okay? And what was significant on your starseed path was you're not alone, okay? You're not alone, and then there's a Page of Cups. So there's two things going on there because you've got that dual mission going on. Wow, Page of Cups is clarified by the Page of Pentacles. You've got all 4 pages here. Pages represent messages, messengers. And Sag, because you all are so ethereal all the time, some of your messengers are going to come from spirit. Some of your messengers will be animal totems, angels, divine messages that you may hear in a song, you know, those sorts of things. This one is about money, okay? And this one came up earlier, reversed as well. So this Page of Pentacles has come up twice now, and that's a message about money, okay? So, yeah, and that was the challenge card. Okay, this is really interesting, Sag. Let me put this together for you. So I'm asking to clarify Page of Cups. They gave me Page of Pentacles upright to clarify it. But your challenge card is the reversed Page of Pentacles. Okay, so it came up both ways for you guys. So it's got all the meanings. It's got money coming in, or a message about money that is not going to be welcome. It's got delays. It's got things moving forward. It's going to be different for a lot of you, but it is having to do with messages, messages, messages. You're definitely going to be getting a lot of messages. I'm also clarifying this Page of Cups. Now, the Nine of Cups reversed came up to clarify this. And if this is an unwelcome message from someone about a relationship, friendship, or love, it is unwelcome, and it's saying that it didn't go the way you wanted it to, or you were wishing. This is the wish card. So if you're wishing for a relationship, this one didn't come through. But there's another one coming up in this Ten of Cups later on in this Four of Wands. So I feel like for some of you, what's happening is there's a relationship that was going on that you were hoping was going to work out, and you may have gotten a message about it where the person was like, no, not going to work out, and you know, there's a sense of disappointment. But then everything turns around, and there's a whole different energy that's coming in, Sag, with this Ten of Cups, okay? Anything else for Sag? Yeah, the Magician. You all are manifesting like crazy right now, okay? So this is what's coming up for you, Sag, and I'm going to leave it right there today with this Magician card. But this is you manifesting what you want. This is you bringing to fruition things that you're thinking about. And with this upgrade that you're doing, the shift with Ascension, you're definitely going to be in what I call high manifestation mode, okay? So you're going to be able to really bring things in quickly. You think about it, it shows up, that kind of thing. So watch your thoughts. And, you know, if there's something that you want to bring in, start to visualize it, because this is saying you're in that time frame. And with the shift of energy, it's going to really be helpful for you, Sag. So thank you all so much for coming in today. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye. Thanks.